where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab in their space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Hauser. Makes the catch, it's Perry. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a grab deep. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Hoosiers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Becker. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. Snagged out of the air. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Richard. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Illinois lining up quickly.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? Third and short, it's a short throw. You're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Hauser. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. With the catch, it's Marsh. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock will stop as they check on an injured member of the Illini. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Hauser. Hauls it in. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. First down here for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Off the play fake on first down. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Hoover. They're working that left side. Made a defender miss. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. The 40.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Finding open areas. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover.
Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. He'll pitch it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And run inside. It's Beebe. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play.
Touchdown, Indiana! They take the lead with the 6. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Hauser. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Swings it out to the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. He's taking the shot. Upstairs, he's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Working that left side now. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. To the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run it. It's Richard. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Wilson to pass. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Illinois right back to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he...
Lots of running room. The tag. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Illini are right back in the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Caught, and he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wilson will throw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through
breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Hoosiers right back at him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the... offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Toss to the left. Snowed under by the defense.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the pitch. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Got the back over the middle. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So the timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Hard-hitting tackle. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Here's the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Looking for room. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.